Okay. All right. So in today's class, as I said, your Microsoft 365 videos on week 3 on Jan 17th. And please watch this video, create the Microsoft 365 account. The one thing that's very important, again, I'm going to repeat is when you sign up for account, make sure to mark it on your calendar, put alarm on your phone, whatever it is. Before the 30 days is over, you need to cancel it. In this video, I've properly documented how to cancel your account too, or your credit card or your debit card will be charged, okay? And if it is charged, you have 10, I believe it's 5 or 7 business days to report it to Microsoft to get a refund, and it'll just take some time to get a refund, right? So why go through the trouble if you can be proactive on it and mark it and disable the account itself, okay? Please go through this. And there is 2 assignments for this Microsoft 365. I will upload it. The PDF is just not, I'll upload it here, but I'll upload it and I'll send you guys an email, just like I usually do. The first assignment is about creating users, putting the right access and those type of things. And you guys will work off of the, the email chain, like just like as usual. And you guys will, the first one is about setup and creating accounts and, setting up according to the names and everything. And second one is going to be troubleshooting, which we have already done with the Microsoft, but this is not Azure. Now this is now for Microsoft 365. The difference is now is you're going to be implementing a ticketing system in it, okay? And this is our ticketing system. I'll give you guys a URL, your username and password by email or by WhatsApp. The staff will send it to you. Not a problem at all. You guys will be able to log in. And now I just want to give you guys an overview on ticketing system, what the assignment will seem like and what you need to do, okay? So when you guys do open up your ticketing system, once you guys log in, you guys will get a general view like this, okay? It's like maybe slight difference, but you guys will be able to do whatever I do as well, okay? Here. So the assignments will tell you to create, the second assignment will tell you to create a ticket that's saying that, let's say there's a user called Atavan, right? Atavan is having login issue. He has reported that he's not able to sign in. Just like how you guys did in Microsoft Azure, you guys went in, saw the log reports and was able to reset it. You can do the same thing for Microsoft 365, okay? But for you to create a ticket, this is how you'll do it here. And the ticketing system is, the one of the things that I want to be very clear with ticketing system is, a ticketing system is a ticketing system. You can have millions of names to it, okay? They're all built on 4 pillars. One is ticket management, problem management, change management. Some ticketing system will also have asset management, okay? So asset management means where you can go in and see what laptops is assigned to who, what devices we have, what licensing software we have bought. If somebody has a monitor, some companies do monitor who has monitors that's assigned to them. And even if there's a laptop that's our monitor that we have lend them to take it home, you'll have that there. But you literally go in and just a thing that says Otherwin owns these 7 devices, right? So you can see which device they have. Easy for you to troubleshoot, okay? It's called asset management. Not a lot of ticketing system has that. It's only like ServiceNow and those type of things, okay? Those are very high-end system. Once you understand this basics of ticketing system, even in the job description, if they ask, do you know ticketing system, and they mention a certain ticketing system, mention this one. This is called OS ticket, okay? This is called OS ticket, OS ticketing system. You can also mention OS ticketing system. You can mention Jira. You can mention ServiceNow. You can mention any ticketing system they have. In the interview, just say you have worked with ServiceNow and you have worked with this, but it's mostly all fundamentals the same thing, so you can figure it out. The reason is because all ticketing systems are built on basis of these 4 pillars, and they're all from ITIL, okay, ITILs for ticket management and those type of things, okay? Any questions so far, guys? So let's go ahead and create our first ticket. And this is something that you guys will be doing for the second assignment a lot. There's about, I think, 5 or 6 portion of it in the thing. And the first assignment, I think the second one, there's about 6 to 8, I believe, if I just often remember from my from my memory. There's about 6 or 8 parts to it. And each part is same thing as you guys did for the Azure assignment 3. This one just 2, right? So the second assignment, and it's pretty much troubleshooting and accessing certain things in there, taking screenshots and putting it in. And you have to create a ticket as well, okay? And when you create a ticket, you need to send a full screenshot of the ticket, okay? Not just a ticket number or a certain portion. It should be a full screenshot of all the detail there, okay? So we can see clearly what's there. But here I'll show you, and I'll show you how the screenshot I would like to be, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me Let's move this over here. Okay, so here I'll just show you this so you guys can see very quickly. The format is like this: ticket one. There's about 8 scenarios in here, and you'll create these users, right? So this one, so you'll create a ticket for John Doe, and user reported, "Hi, IT team, I want to confirm my Microsoft 365 account is working correctly." So this is something that you'll put in there, okay? And work through the portal and go through and check through his access and everything. Let me move this here for a second. Okay, so let's create a ticket for John Doe, okay? You'll create a new ticket, and you'll have to, first of all, instead of here, you'll do create user. One of the issues that you'll face is if you just copy and paste this email address here, it will not allow you to do it because it has to be the company's thing, right? It has to be, so from this thing, you cannot use just this email address or username, okay? You have to put at CTech training, CTech training, I'll show you what I mean by that. So in here, I'll just put john.go at train.ca. Full name is, and the phone number and everything, you can leave it as this and click on add user, okay? And you see the username, it became over here, okay? And CC, you can leave it as this, and you can just leave it as this. And the type. This is very important. In a corporate environment, they always want to monitor, did they call to place a ticket? Did they send an email to place a ticket, or were they walk-ins? Okay, so you have to. The others usually walk-in. They'll have. We just don't have the option. Phone or email. All these scenario, you can consider this as a phone. Okay, or email as well. Not a big deal, but just alternate them. It doesn't make any irrelevance to how the ticket works, but at least that we can triage the ticket and better management understanding how these people are coming in. And if they find out a lot of walk-ins are coming in, they might do some analysis to see why there's a lot of walk-in coming in at this certain days or something. Just for analytical purposes, and you might want to set this up what your company prefers. Sometimes this is automated. Okay. Helpful topics. These are what type of issue it is, okay? Depends on what type of issue they're asking for. Try to figure out if it's in, let me see something, show my screen. Let me see. Oh no, you guys cannot see this. Okay, give me a second. It's in something else, window, entire screen. There you go. Okay, so this phone and email and others, okay? That's what I was talking about. And the helpful topic, try to be as closely matched with the request they're asking for, okay? So this would be a service request, password reset, access request, software installation, new employee setup, hardware request, email, mailbox request, network access, or account changes. So from this scenario here, from this John Doe scenario, what do you guys think? I want to check if my access is working correctly. What do you guys think is a closest resemblance to this request according to this ticketing system here?
Maybe Microsoft 365 issue.
Where do you see this?
On the top.
Yes. Okay. So, let's just read what he's asking. Right? He's asking, "Hey, IT team, I just want to confirm my Microsoft 365 account is working correctly." Right? So, I would say yes, you're on the right track, but it's more like confirmation. He's just saying, he's asking, is it working correctly? He doesn't know there's any issues. So,
Yes.
like when we tag it as Microsoft 365 issue, which means there's something is not working properly, right? Where we're saying, in this case, he doesn't know if it's working properly or not. He's just asking, it's just general inquiry. He's asking, does my access? Does it look like I have the proper access? So from here, it's not an incident right anymore, right? Because nothing happened yet. It's not in the incident title here. So it'll be probably based out of service request, right? Or general inquiry. What do you think the best would be best category for this is?
Service request, access request, I believe.
Access request being he wants to get, does he like access request meaning, hey, can I get access to view this file, right? It's more like asking for direct access to something. And in this scenario, it seems like he's not asking for access, right?
Yeah, so maybe just a general service request.
Very good. Yes, general inquiry, just general inquiry. Because the thing is, he doesn't know if anything is wrong or not, right? He's asking, he can just look at it and see if there's anything wrong, you know? So that's perfect. Very good.
Yes.
And thing is, guys, and don't get so tied up. You have to be like perfectly aligned to the thing, right? Category, right? As long as it closely matches. But remember, incident is when something that happens, right? When if he says, "Hey, I'm not able to access this," it's an incident. And when there's a service request, he's asking for something, right? He's not asking for both. He's just asking. He's just saying, "Can you confirm?" If it is right. It's more of a general inquiry, okay? And the department, you click on it, there's desktop support, there's network support, network operations, service desk, which would be you guys, there's security, system admins, okay? In this, what do you guys think the best scenario here is? Which department do you think it'll fall under?
I think service desk.
Very good. Yes, because it's general inquiry, right? There's nothing specific. He's not saying he has a Windows issue. He's not saying he needs email support. He's not saying for sure. He's not saying his account or password is wrong. It's not working. So it's just a service desk. It's a general inquiry. Okay. Usually SLA plan, you never change it. You for your side, I don't think you'll have option to change it. It's just my side. Due date you cannot change. Now you want to put the issue summary, okay? And in the issue summary, you can just put in here. It says unable to confirm Microsoft 365 access. Okay, we'll copy that and put this in here. And in the ticket too, you can just copy this and put it in here. Okay, the general ticket here. Okay. Now you put in the issue details and thing, the priority level, everything else you can leave as this. Once you have done all this, filling this in, this is just like when you type in an email just for subject, and this is more of the internal, the summary, and it's in the subject, right? And then you have response. The response you don't do now. You first have to open the ticket, okay? So you need to click on open, which means now there is a ticket number for this, okay? Which is a unique traceable number for this particular request, incident, or inquiry, right? So request, incidents, or problems, or whatever it is, there's a unique number for it, and this is how we tag on and monitor these tickets, okay? So if we look at this now, this ticket, we can see this is in a status of open. When you see a status as open, it means nobody has claimed the ticket, nobody's working on the ticket. It's just right now, it's nobody's working on it, nobody has paying attention to it, okay? So whenever you want to take over a ticket, I'll show you what it is. A lot of systems, you do have to do this, okay, in the ticketing system, or it gets assigned to you. There's two systems what they use, and nowadays it's getting a practice that it's getting assigned automatically. And some companies like MSP, service providers, or banks, you have to go and claim a ticket. There'll be a big pool. You go in the dashboard or something like that, and there'll be like tickets, like lots of tickets, and you go in there and pick and choose which one you want, and you take it over. Okay. Let's say in this case, it's not assigned to anyone. It's just it's not assigned to anyone. See, assigned to, it's unassigned. A company's policy usually will be, if there's a ticket that's unassigned, it's really bad. You need to have it assigned to someone, and somebody should be working on it, right? And that's how it is. You can never, unless you can go into the directory and see there's no ticket, you can never say I have no tickets to work on. You should be able to go in and pick out tickets. Okay. And how you would claim a ticket, as soon as you open up a ticket, or if you see an open ticket already that that you need claiming, I'll show you here one more time. I'll just copy this ticket number and just so I can remember it. Now I'm going to go into just tickets over here, open tickets, okay? And you can see all the open tickets here. That's not assigned to anyone. You see, there's like these tickets are not assigned to anyone. Well, you can go in any one of these and claim the ticket as well. Let's say can't access a shared mailbox, right? From Kevin Silva. This one. Let's say we click on this ticket. User reported they cannot access the shared mailbox, sales@companylab@microsoft.com. Kevin Silva. And we can click on the username and see what it is. And then now, if we ever want to take over this, these are like older tickets that I don't think I can take over. But let's say if this is the ticket number that remember we were searching for, we saved John Doe. We'll take this ticket over here. And if we ever want to claim it to ourselves, which we should, any ticket, claim. Okay, we click on claim. Yes, claim. And now this gets assigned. I'm the system admin in this thing, but when you claim it, it'll tell you your name. Okay, it's been assigned to you. Now it means that this ticket's been assigned to someone. It's assigned to me. And you always want to change the status from open to sometimes some departments will have in progress or working on in progress or working on it or something, some different thing to tell that to customer that somebody's assigned to it, and usually sends them an email right after. Okay. Let's say in this case that we go through it and this gives you a walkthrough of what the steps that you should be taking and the screenshots you should be taking. Okay. Let's say in this case that you're checking through this, you would put in comments of what exactly you've done step by step in this ticket. The reason why it's important for you guys to put a step by step, usually as a level 1, level 2, and it's whenever I work in a team, I always tell them to put in all the steps. You can actually use this in the future as a guide whenever you want to issue. We have the same issue. You can actually go in the ticketing system and search for the same issue, right? And see if anyone has faced the issue before, and if they have actually followed the proper ticketing system guidelines, they can actually go in here and see what the technician did to resolve the issue. And it becomes so much easier in the future too, so they don't have to waste time. If somebody says I have a 365 password login issue, you just go into the ticketing system, type in Microsoft 365 password issue, and you should be able to see past tickets, what they have done to resolve this issue. And yes, it does take 2 to 3 minutes extra, but it helps the future you or future someone else, right, in the team as well, right? But in this case, let's say we have figured out the issue is, and we mentioned that, hey, John, I have went through all your access and it seems like everything is as it's supposed to be. In case you think you're missing, just let us know. We can definitely help you. Okay. Okay. So in this case, this is the email that you're going to send to the user itself. Okay. This is what it'll seem like for the user itself. And you can send it as. Some ticketing system will have actually something called internal notes, which is here, post internal notes here. So let me put this first. And in the internal notes, this will now be publicly available to the user itself. But this is where you'll go and put in, you have checked this place, you have just checked this place. And it seems like this user with this title should have these accesses, and everything seems to be checking out, and these licenses. And you put them in here, okay? This is how you would actually document these. Some ticketing system will have just right underneath this. It just depends on each ticketing system, but they'll definitely have a portion for internal notes, and there's actually one section for posting replies. And in a normal world, in a normal corporate environment, this would be sent to them as a text message or like an email with a text notification in advanced cases, right? But it'll be sent as an email for sure, and they can reply to them from the email itself and an update here. And usually, once you're done with all of this, let's say you're done and you've made sure that the issue is resolved, and some companies will want you to check with the users to make sure that the issue is resolved or keep it open. But in many companies, and the reason why I want to differentiate this is when you're supporting users and when you're supporting clients, there's two different scenarios here, okay? What I mean by users, let's say you're working in a hospital, right? And you're supporting the nursing staff. You're supporting the the other HR staff. They're internal to the organization itself, right? They'll be considered as users. Anyone, like, let's say you're a company that provides IT services to outside people, right? Like they're considered customer because they're paying you for service. In that case, there'll be a lot different process because they want you to, make sure the issue is resolved before you close the ticket when you're facing customers. But when you're facing internal users, once the issue is resolved, if you can verify with the user, good. If not, you'll consider as resolved. And if the user wants to reopen the ticket, they can more than welcome to reopen the ticket as well. Okay, but you'll still want to verify with the user the issue has been resolved before you close it. In case, I know when I used to work and when I used to train IT teams, like a lot of IT teams, I usually say reach out 3 times, and you should be documenting these that you try to reach out. I would say when I do it, I say 3 different methods of reach out, right? So on day one, let's say you resolved it, you want to make sure they're happy. You would first call them, send them an email, and if there is an instant messenger, sometime like Slack, Teams, or there's Jabber as well. Some people use it, like instant messaging, right? And see if they reply. If they don't, you'd put down a thing at this time and thing. I try to reach out to you, but couldn't get a hold of you. Please let me know if the issue has been resolved, so I can go ahead and close the ticket. Okay. And let's say maybe they're on vacation, right? Couple of days later, you do the same thing again. You'll try to call them or send them an email, call them, and instant message, right? Let's say they don't reply, and this shouldn't be next day. This should be probably like 4 or 5 days later, right? And you'll reach out to them. And if they don't reply as well, the second week you'll reach out to them one more time in the middle, right? Wednesday. Hey, just to let you know, I've tried to reach out to you 3 times, no answer. No problem at all. I'll still leave the ticket open for next 24 to, like, let's say 48 hours, and I'll consider the ticket as resolved. But feel free to reopen the ticket if the issue is not resolved, and then you'll wait for the 48 hours, and then you'll close the ticket. Okay, you'll close the ticket saying it's resolved, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Do you guys understand why we do this? It's just if we do it continuously back to back to back, right? Let's say if the user's on vacation for a week or two, we can't do anything, right? It means that we don't give them the time to be considerate of their vacation time. But if we do it within 2 weeks span, we still need to clear out the IT queue, but given them enough time for them to reply to us, right? So that way that we're legitimately following up to make sure that the customer or the user is satisfied with the service itself. And this is how our IT team, our team lead, our manager will want you to work. But please confirm with your work if that's the style they want you to do. Tell them that this is a style you are trained in. Is this something you still want them to continue? Because it's just a customer oriented view, right? And that's what a lot of people like. It's just a customer service view, right? So that's what I train my staff whenever I go for training or whenever I train for consultancy purposes. I always do that, and it's always better for the customer service portion of stuff. Okay. Any questions so far, guys?
All clear.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So now that we have put
Question.
the sure, go on.
So, can you explain the third and fourth step again in
Uh,
class
which one?
assignments? In the assignment, it's verification, verify, assess, or check for.
For in the assignment itself, this one.
Yeah.
So verify access to. Okay. So when you actually create the Microsoft 365 account, you will be able to log into Outlook. So you can go. Remember in Microsoft Portal. Remember, you're able to go to portal.azure.com and then put in that user's username and put in the password
Yeah.
and log in. Go into Portal, right?
Yeah.
Instead of now, what you'll do is you'll actually go to Outlook.com and
Okay.
put in the custom email you have created for them, and you should be able to log in.
Okay.
Yeah, and you should be able to see their access here. You should be able to go to Teams and log in too. You should be able to see that they log in. You don't need to do anything as long as you show that you can log in, right? It's
Oh.
access is working, and it should not say licensing issue. It should not say this user does not have license or anything like that. You'll see when you log in. You should be able to go straight in because you don't have anything in there. That's fine. That's because the company has not been created, and the system administrator did not create anything. It's not your problem. You're checking if the user can actually go into Teams and then log into Teams, right? And if it goes through and you can go into Teams and see everything, perfect, very good, check mark. And OneDrive as well, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll be creating a separate, right? Microsoft 365 is a separate access.
Okay.
Okay. And check for active licensing. You will just need to do some slight research on this. There's actually a way to check for licensing and trail expired banner. You might not be able to get trail expired banner right now, and this is I'll remove this. Don't worry, because this is for we had before we were able to cancel the licensing, but recently what Microsoft have done is if you have signed up for it and you canceled it, you can't reactivate. So don't do this portion. I'll remove this. Okay.
Oh,
You just have to see the active licensing, which means how many licenses you have assigned completely and how many free licenses you have.
oh,
Maybe you'll have I think in the free one, if I remember in the video it says I think it's 20, but now they have made it into 10, I believe. So whatever it is, I think you'll be creating 10 users in the Microsoft 365. So you'll have a little bit of license left over. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, and you just have to prove that you know where to go in and see, okay, is there any other license I can assign to someone?
Oh,
That's very important because you'll run into issues where like there's no more license. In that case, you'll actually create a ticket and send it to your system admin,
mm,
or sometimes your team lead,
okay.
and you'll do the same thing like assigning here. You'll create a ticket
Mm,
and you'll go here as, to agent,
yeah.
and let's say if your team member is like one of them, your team lead is one of them, you'll just click here and you'll put an option say, hey, can you please procure a new Microsoft 365 license? And they might ask you for what type of role they're playing or what type of license you need. You'll go in there and you'll go ahead and purchase it. Yeah, sorry guys, there's just a bit of noise, but just ignore that. Yeah, but you'll just put that in here, and you guys will assign it to the team lead itself. Our team lead, sometimes a lot of big corporate, they actually have someone for doing purchasing itself. There
Okay.
might be finance department. It depends on each company, but you should be able to ask them,
Oh,
and they'll let you know. But you have to verify if there's active licensing or not.
okay.
Okay, that's the reason why this is very important for you guys to figure out how to check. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. The Microsoft 365 assignment, it's not too hard, guys. It's just, but you'll just need, and it'll start making sense to you guys once you guys do slight research and figure out. But it's the exact same steps. Okay, it doesn't change a whole lot. There's obviously some nuance of changes, but the research and thing it'll be very helpful for this. Yeah. And I'll send the two assignments to you guys. I'll add it and I'll send you guys an email once it's been added. Okay. Add it and I'll send you guys once the video is uploaded too. And you'll have 1 week of time to complete this. It's not a big assignment, okay? So don't worry. Okay, and this is how you'll think. And the last thing is I want to make sure you guys do understand is how to close the ticket or resolve, okay? So whenever you're asking for permission from someone for approval, let's say this person is, you find out that their role in the first assignment, it'll tell you what role they play, right? So let's say they're playing a sales agent role, right? So they cannot go ahead and buy, because they just ask you for access, you cannot give them access, right? Sorry, just give me one second. One second, guys. 1 second, please. Okay. Sorry, let me share the screen again. Perfect. Yeah. So a lot of times you might want to get approval from someone, right? So you'll be waiting for approval. So you probably have sent an email out to their manager or to the procurement manager or certain managers, and you're waiting for approval, and sometimes you cannot do it in from this email itself. Or what you can do is this: you can always do something called a CC or something called adding another thing, right? Manage in this one over here. There's something called manage collaboration. Go in here, add a collaborator. And if there's a manager's email address you can just type it in here. See if I can search for. Okay, let me just do. Usually, you don't have to add. Let me see if this has been. Yes, so you can just add this email. Okay, it should not be an issue. Um, and yes, okay. Let me add one more collaborator here. Let me just add one more user. change user, add user. Yeah. In the main one, you can't. You just have to do CTIC. It's just a small bug that we have. That's the reason why. That's okay. But yeah, whenever you add the main email, just add it as ctictraining.ca. That's fine. But when the collaborator, you can just add as whoever it is. In the company, you'll never be adding new user. It'll automatically populate. You just have to find who the manager is and add it in here. Okay. And usually a company will have either a reporting structure. You can go in and see who this person reports to see, right? But let's say you're waiting for approval. You'll type in, I've already added in a collaborator, Atavan, right? So I'll go in here and be like, hey, and sometimes you can do not in this one. Okay. Atavan, can you please approve access? And you can just say either to the whole collaborator, and let's say we have the collaborator here, right? So collaborator can see this too. And when you say waiting for approval and post reply, so everybody will get an email saying that, that you're waiting for email from this person or collaborator, and the collaborator can actually reply back to the email saying approved or need more information or denied or whatever it is, right? Based on the outcome, you'll give the access or you'll actually deny it. And that's how you do waiting for approval or approval process inside ticketing system. You always want to keep it inside ticketing system or email for approvals. The reason is because this, right? And this has always happened in the past, not always, but this has happened in some companies, and people are actually let go for it. Let's say a staff asks for a certain software purchase, right? Maybe $2,000, $3,000. In a normal corporate environment, in a mid-sized corporate environment, $2,000, $3,000 of software purchase is normal. But let's say I'm the manager, right? You call me on a busy day and ask, you say, hey, Yash is Guacamole calls me and say, hey, Yash, who works in your team, asked for let's say a subscription to Dragon Reading Mic. It's a $2,000 subscription, right? If he's asking for it and seems like he needs it, do you approve it? Let's say I'm busy, right? Over the phone, I say I approved it. Okay, you have no documented proof that I said I approved. And you're like, okay, yes, he approved it. Let me go ahead and purchase it. Let me go and pass it to the team. The purchasing team will buy it and give it to you, right? 2-3 months later, I get the bill from the company, from my department, to deduct out of my budget and be like, I didn't approve this. There's no trace of it because I probably forgot. It's not I'm lying, but I probably forgot, right? So I'll be like, no, I didn't approve this. Who the hell made a $2,000, $3,000 purchase? And then this goes back to the IT team and the department, like, okay, somebody didn't follow steps. And you know what? It becomes an issue of ownership, right? And I see a lot of people get let go of it. All approvals must be in ticketing system or through email itself, so where you can link it, okay? Some companies will have a specific rule that it must be through ticketing system or through email itself. So just make sure approval, where do you want to get it? Okay, mostly ticketing system is the best. A lot of people are used to it, but in case ever you get an approval by email, let me just show you how to actually attach the email attachment here. Okay, and it's a very simple process. You see if I can open up my email here. Okay, let's say this is the approval email. Okay. What you can do either from Outlook or Outlook.online, Gmail, whatever it is, you guys' email system is, you guys can just drag this and put this into a file. Usually here, well, I'll use this. Or you can just download this, or MSG, download MSG, or whatever the format is. You guys can download it and this will become a mail format, and you can just drag it and drop it in here. So that's the proof that the person has uploaded. And in case in the future you ever need to trace back who approved it and they say, oh, yeah, I don't think I approved it, right? You can always go back and see like, hey, this is a message that you sent in for approval, and I cannot deny that, right? So and just ask your team lead, the approval process, be like, I just want to ask, is your approval process is it through ticketing system, or can you do it through email as well? And they're like, oh yeah, it's fine, email is fine, ticketing system is what we prefer, that's fine. Or some companies will say strictly email, or some companies will say phone is fine as well. It just depends on what the policy is, right? But if it's approved by phone, put the timing and date when it was approved, okay? On the ticket itself, so you're aware what time and what date it happened, and what you explain to the manager itself. But a lot of companies don't like approval over the phone. It has to be through either some sort of traceable formats. Okay. Let's say I do approve it. Okay. Let's say this is the approved. Imagine this is from Atlan itself. Yeah. So this imagine system admin here. This is Atlan approved. Okay. So now I can go ahead, and this is the email message that proves that Atlan has approved it, and I can just open this up. Let's see if I can just open it up. Maybe I don't know if I have the client on my computer. Yeah, so this is just a Microsoft, sorry, Amazon store, right? So you can see I can just reopen the email and see the whole chain of it. Okay. Anyways, if I need to prove it, but it's been approved, I would give the access, and I will actually say resolved, and be like all issue resolved. This will make that so now you have a full life cycle of a ticket. See all the conversation in here, all the ticket and what you have done, the back and forth conversation, and what exactly happened. And it also has the approval message in here as an email proof. Okay. And let's say you need to take a picture of this, right? You'll need to take a picture of the whole ticket itself. So let's say if I open up on this, I don't want to get like a multiple image. Just see if you can. There used to be this nice extension on Chrome which you can get. That'll just do. Let me see if screenshot. Let me see if I can get a. No, this is not it. Sorry. Yeah, so like if it does have to be a couple of parts, it's fine, because I don't think even if you zoom out and take pictures, sometimes you might not be able to get the whole thing. But in your case, you should be able to take the whole thing. What I really want to see is this. I'll tell you right now. We want to see the ticket number and the assigned group and who's assigned to, the status and everything, right? And who's assigned to, closed by, and the departments and everything. This is one of the screens, and the initial ticket message. Okay, by John Doe or whoever name is, and then your reply. If there's any replies you have done there, and then when you scroll back here, I don't really need to see this because I can see this on here. Okay, everything, but I just want to see the conversation and this part over here. The bottom part I don't really need to see. It doesn't make any difference because I can see that here, right over here, what the status is. Okay, resolved or what the status is. Clear, guys? The thing is, and whenever you post internal notes, let's say, if there is internal notes, it should be here as well. You should be able to see it like this. So like if there should be internal notes for you guys, and I should be able to see the internal notes. You won't have this many messages, so the internal notes should be able to clearly visible. Okay. Don't zoom out so much that you're like I can't see it. At least make it so it's it's like in the 100 or in the 90, 85, so I can zoom in the word thing and look at it, right? So you can just go from here, take a screenshot from here itself, and the whole screen. Okay. And the way that we have seen that you have created it, and the reason why I want to see the whole screen is if there is any mistakes, I can correct you guys on it. Okay. Any questions, guys? Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So that's exactly what I want to cover today. And you'll get the assignment just in a couple of as soon as this video is done, I'll upload it. I should be able to upload it today. I'll send you guys the assignment. Create the account and give yourself about 2 weeks, 3 weeks should be more than enough for this. 1 week should be more than enough for this assignment. But I'm going to give you guys next week class to work on the assignment as well, 24th, and we'll meet on the 31st. Okay. And that way you'll be completing your ticketing system and you'll be completing your Microsoft 365. Okay. And we do have to have a troubleshooting session where we talk about proper troubleshooting methodology, and we'll go over resume preparation as well. Okay. So usually on the 31st, let me open up the here. So usually next week there will be no class. Okay. because it is your assignment thing. Just this event. Okay. We'll meet on the 31st. We'll talk about your Microsoft 365 assignment, and we'll also talk about the troubleshooting sessions as well, which will be very beneficial for you guys. You guys will need to take some note because these are some things that you guys will be asked in the interviews for troubleshooting steps. And I'll send you guys over CompTIA A Plus's troubleshooting methodology. This class video, so you guys can just go through the papers and just read them. It is very interesting on the methodology they use, and that's exactly what, not exactly, but that'll be a base foundation for your basic troubleshooting methodology. And the troubleshooting it goes for anything. That's the beauty about it. Okay, from electricity to computer to hoses, plumbing, whatever it is, it's the same methodology. Okay, we'll talk more about it, but just read through the papers. The way when I explain to you guys, it'll start clicking in very quickly. Okay, and then February 7th will be a last day of class. Okay, that is the expected completion date. Now, I want to ask you guys, have you guys started working on the certifications yet?
I I was thinking of AZ900, and you just sent the Microsoft event link for that, right? So
Yes.
I attended the link, and I have a voucher of 50% off. But
Very good.
I'm not sure that which one should I go with. It's AZ900 or MS900. So
Go with
I'm
the AZ900. Go with the AZ900.
AZ900.
Yeah. Go with the AZ900 first. Get that over with. So that way that's cleared, right? Because right now it's better to get the AZ900. The reason's because MS900 is going to expire on March. March, I believe. They don't have the exact date. I think
Yes,
MS
it's going to expire in 2026 itself, right?
March something. I don't know the date, but so like I'm not going to say it's not a bad idea to get it, but I would suggest if you ask me, should I get Microsoft 365 Azure? Get the Azure.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's going to be much more valued for you. At least for the next 1 year, you still have access to. You'll still have access to. Okay.
All right. All right.
And I think Microsoft 365 they are replacing certification. I'll find out last updated 2025. Yes, yeah, 31st March 31st.
Yes,
So
sir.
like I suggest just hold off on it. Last year we didn't tell people to get it because it's still $45. It's still worth it, but because we're so close to March, I suggest just put on your resume that you do have Microsoft 365 Microsoft 365 knowledge
Oh,
fundamentals. So I think retired certification March 31st, 2026. There has not been yet another replacement for this. As soon as I know, you guys will get an email with it. Okay,
all right.
I'm following this too.
All right. Thank you.
I'm just waiting for the replacement to come in. As soon as it comes in, I'll send you guys an email.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem at all. But please, guys, focus on the certifications because I do want to make sure that we can push you guys to with the recruiters as soon as you guys done. And February is usually a nice month to get into the recruitment agencies, is because they're a little bit more relaxed. They will talk to you more and they'll think. January is usually there's a bit of a rush because the New Year just ended. There's a lot of backlogs. They're just in a rush, right? So February is usually everybody's slow and everybody can work with each other and it's really a good start for you guys. Okay, starting especially when you guys starting off in the career. So please complete AZ900. Try and see if you can either complete A plus. Okay, I'll see if I can get you guys some sort of discount on the A plus as well. I'm talking with a couple of groups. If I can, they have helped us in the past to get a couple of percentage off, like 30-40% off. So I'll still talk to the NGO and see if we can still get some 30% off from my A plus certifications. Okay. But A plus is still right now. Bank CIBC Bank is hiring a lot of entry level positions, and they're looking for A plus as a basic foundation and driving license as well. Um, most of you guys do have driving license, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone without a driving license? It's not like you don't have any other option. I'm just saying, banking is just easier to get into. Anyone with no driving license?
I'm the one. I have just G1.
Okay, no problem. You're planning to get your driving license, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When can you get your G2 by?
Um, um, I
Are
will.
you in the period? There's an 8 months or 1 year waiting period, right? So
Yeah.
Mm,
No, that's completed. So I was planning
perfect.
to take classes in the summer. So now because now there's snowing, so that's why.
Yeah. I know. I understand. Yeah. No
Yeah.
worries. It's as I said. It's not a deal breaker. Okay.
Oh,
If they don't like you in the bank, we have other fields that recruiters do. It's not a big deal. Okay. But it's
oh,
just banking is just easier. That's the reason why. It's
oh,
usually they're quick on giving you opportunities. That's the reason why.
oh,
Especially when you're starting off in the field. Okay.
oh.
Not a
Okay.
problem at all. Okay. Perfect. All right,
Um.
guys. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Is G2 fine with the
Yeah.
banking stuff?
As long as you can get from point A to B, because the thing is, when you're working for a bank, what you'll do is you'll do lot of support along small branches in downtown Toronto or something like that, right? And they want you to be able to. Like in downtown Toronto, you're going to be traveling by bus most of the time. That's not a question, but they sometimes want you to go to the Markham office, okay? And they don't want you to say, "Hey, I have to take the bus. I'm going to be delayed like this." They just want to make sure that you're capable of driving in
Okay.
case you do have to.
Okay.
Usually, like it's never become an issue. Like, but they will if they ask for G2. If they have a driving license, if you have G2, that's fine. They don't ask for G or anything like that because it's still your car. They're not going to give you a company car to drive around with.
All right.
It's when they give you a company car that's when they look at G. Um, it's just they want to make sure in case of any emergency, if we need to get you here, you can get here, right? So that's the reason why.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, the banking industry right now, they're from what I heard is they're looking at A plus as well. It's a very beneficial for A plus to have. So I'll try to see if I can communicate with someone that can give us like 10 to 20% off from the A plus. Sometimes we even got 40%. I think even last year middle we got like 40%. 40% is the highest percent we have, which is a lot of lot of money you can save from that. So I'll try to see if I can still get that. A plus is a two-part exam. Just remember that. But it will definitely help, especially when you guys are starting off. It does definitely help. Okay.
It I think it covers the hardware and software part both, right?
Yes,
Core
both.
one and core two.
A plus have hardware, software, little bit of security, little bit of networking. It's pretty much everything. Catch all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty much everything. But it's just two exams. That's the thing. Oh, okay.
All right.
Very good, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys taking your time to join today. Do you guys have any question about today's class or the next sessions? I'll send an email anyways right after this once I upload the video. But any questions, guys?
No, all clear for me.
Perfect. Yes. And please create as many ticket until there's no limitation. You guys don't have to just do the assignments for ticket. Go in there, create many tickets as you like. Okay. Get yourself used to the ticketing system. Navigate around it. Try and break it. It's there to play around with. Okay. That's what it's for. Play around with it. Get yourself familiar with it. Once you're used to one ticketing system, it's pretty much the same thing, guys. Okay. And try and see sometimes Jira is something that a lot of people use. Jira. Uh, so they usually have some sort of trails for these, so you guys can sign up and just play with it, right? Just try creating and see what parts they are, right? Just spend like Sunday or something like that, just exploring this, right? Just 1 day, 1 to 2 days a week, go in there, create your own ticketing system, see how it works, see how it is, right? Create tickets in there so you guys can get familiar yourself with it. I will post in the resources section. I will post. There's some videos you guys can go through. Obviously, you guys know this, right? You guys should be going through this at this point. I will post some Jira training and ServiceNow training videos as well, so it'll be very beneficial for you guys. Okay. So it's not a certification; it's just there to help you guys in terms of navigation. I think ServiceNow there is certification. which a lot of banking industry like, but you don't have to get it. I'm just telling you there is certification for ServiceNow, because ServiceNow ticketing system, it's a whole environment itself. It's a you can't it's not meant for small businesses. Small business cannot run ServiceNow. You need to have a dedicated team for ServiceNow just for maintaining this the system itself. It's very hard to maintain the system itself. So, but yeah, I will put some training videos on ServiceNow as well, and I'll put some training videos for Jira as well, so you guys can have at least understanding how it works. All ticketing system are same. That's what you'll start to understand. Okay. All right, guys. Perfect. As soon as this video is done recording, I will download it and put it on our classroom, and I'll send an email as usual. And remember, next week there's only it's only a work period, so you don't have to join on live class. I will set up the email chain as we speak now, so you guys can. I'll give you 1 second. Let me stop this sharing, so you guys can start using the chain. I will add this to the LMS, and I'll let you guys know once the assignment's added in. I just have to just remove some sections. As I said, there's some slight changes from last year to this year. That's the reason why I have removed it from the LMS itself. I'll just edit it and I'll upload it to you guys. There'll be 2 assignments, and I'll set up the thing right now. Okay, I'm going to create another one here. Just again. Perfect. All right, awesome, guys. So I just sent you guys 2 emails for assignment 1, which is a pre-qualification, and then the second one is a normal one. So 2 chains are there, and as soon as this video is uploaded, once I upload the assignments back to the LMS, I'll give you guys just like a normal meeting invite, agenda for the next class and everything. That way that you guys are aware. Okay. So please, if you have any questions, please do it through the email chain. And if somebody's asking for help, please jump in and help as much as possible. I want to see some traction there. Okay, just don't leave them out red. And I don't usually try to reply in the first person because I don't want to be there always, replying to everyone. I want to see the students' interaction, and at least if you don't know, you can try to fix some things according to you guys help, right? So that's what we want to see, some traction there. Somebody's taking ownership, helping people out. Okay. But I think this group has been doing phenomenal, so I have no worries about it. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And after the New Year's, and we had another week of break, I believe. So it was all good, but we're still on track, and we're still going to finishing this very healthy. You guys, I hope you guys have fun with this assignment. I'll see you guys on January 31st. Okay. Thank you. Okay, take care, guys. Take care.